Malls aren't dying because of Amazon or online shopping, but because we aren't hanging out as much like before with this economy and other small things that snowball into that. I'm sure most of us have felt the experience of a dead mall. You see less and less people, and slowly but surely, you see that one random Chinese restaurant close down. It's happened to me before in my city. I don't remember too much of it, but what I do remember is the vibrant colors, the echoes of empty stores, and the final stage of its closing. Like, it's really sad when you think about it, but what's even sadder is that we're just chronically online most of the time. Think about it. When was the last time you hung out with your friends? I can tell you right now that a lot of people don't even go out. They might have anxiety, or they don't have money, or they would rather just stay home on TikTok. And honestly, I'm guilty of that too. Malls used to be a place where people hung out and bought stuff they could actually afford with a job that paid them a fair wage. However, with how the economy and the job market is, we barely see anything being bought. Look, I'll give you an example. In 2010, I used to collect a lot of Lego sets, primarily the cheaper battle packs. In most stores, they were around maybe like $10, not too much, okay? Okay, that's pretty cool. But now, okay, you try to get a battle pack that is equivalent to that, and next thing you know, you're pulling out a crisp $20 bill. People just don't want to buy anything anymore, and, well, honestly, I can see why. That's one of the main contributors of a dying mall. Obviously, there's other reasons like business decisions, rent, and other factors, but these are two of the most recognizable. I'm sad though, because I have this other mall in my city, and although it's a trooper, one day it might just end up closing. This mall in particular gave me a lot of memories, like with my parents, friends, and family members. I say that it might be closing because we used to have a Sears there, and if you remember Sears, well, you'd know that it was a pretty huge thing back then. After it closed, we kind of thought maybe other stores would follow that, which I hope will never happen, but it could. When I go to the mall, I don't even shop unless I have a gift card for, let's say, Panda Express or clothes. I'm a window shopper, and I'm not afraid to admit it. I like looking at things that look cool that I might buy, but actually won't. I just would rather spend my money on things that actually would help me, like gas or a lifetime supply of Roblox. But seriously though, the mall isn't the same as when I was a kid. The hype about getting the new Lego set isn't there anymore because maybe new parents can't afford those expensive sets. And it's not like little Timmy's gonna die after not getting his hands on a new Minecraft set either. I talked about the economy and people socializing, but what about the service you get nowadays? Gen Z already knows that this economy is trash, but most importantly that the customer is never right. I used to work retail and I can make a whole separate video on it, but for right now, I can just say that most people should not be disrespecting strangers that are just trying to work and probably just pay off school. So what if your burger had a pickle when you say you didn't want one? You weren't complaining about licking your wife's toes. With that being said, be nice to those workers. They work hard even through a lot of society's pressures. This is especially if those people are working at a dying mall. They may not know when their last paycheck is coming because maybe it just closes forever, we don't know. I won't say the same for those shoe cleaners though. You would have the best day, cleanest shoes, and they would still come up to you talking about some, hey boss, let me clean your shoe real quick. Bro, no. Sell your $60 shoe cleaner somewhere else. I get it. They want to sell a product and make a living, I understand, but like, come on, new shoes? Really? Then they clean your shoes and you feel bad, so you give them a tip. To avoid this, I just pretend I don't even speak English. However, look, I will give them credit. They add some life to the mall. I just wish it came from somewhere else. Another thing that changed malls forever were the hypebeast stores. If you weren't living under a rock during 2017 and 2018, you would know that Supreme and other crappy streetwear brands were plastered everywhere, on social media, music videos, and especially malls. Today, the hypebeast era sort of died down, but you still see dog scooting residues of it in malls. Some of these stores are plastered with white lights and Supreme merchandise with bags to protect them. These hypebeast stores are low-key cringe because you walk in and you see Supreme bricks and limited edition shirts that look like the Colgate logo. It literally looks like the Colgate logo. And the thing is that these shirts are like $100 to $200. That's the biggest thing. Worst of all, they don't even attract real customers. They come in, stay for a few months, and get wiped clean like a crap stain on the toilet seat. The workers must have the same uniform because they either look like this or like this. Occasionally, they might have a retro arcade game to look aesthetic, but that's literally the only thing that's worth going in for. I'm just glad the 2 malls that I have right now are still doing okay and managing in this changing country. If you're watching this, go to the mall. Support that store you've never been to, or just pay it a visit. You never know if that'll be the last time you see it. Go with your friends or family and just have a good time while making memories. Even though some malls have died, that doesn't mean the memories they gave you died with them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.